Hey, what's going on? Not a lot of content been coming out here on the Patreon lately because I've been making a video every day all month. Things got weird in the last month and a half. If you haven't heard, back in July, the first 2 weeks, May was hospitalized. Then there was the fallout from that. Then I was trying to figure out what I'm supposed to be doing on my channel going forward from there. And generally, I've just kept myself busy because since the start of August, I've made a video every day. Uh, the time that I spend making each individual video isn't so great, but then I spend the background time, like the rest of the day, working on the videos that are coming later. So for instance, the No Game No Life video would have been like the process of watching No Game No Life while also making videos every day, then the process of writing it and editing it, you know. And so it's just been kind of non-stop making stuff for the channel, which hasn't really left me time to make any other stuff. So I saw some people saying, hey, I've noticed Digi hasn't really been talking about what's going on in his personal life lately. All I've been doing is making videos every day. That's it. I've just been making videos. Life's been super boring. It's just been making videos. It's all I've had time to do because I just can't really afford to do much else. Not that I'm out of money per se, but just that because of the fact that I still have a lot of just looming responsibilities financially overhead, I can't be out spending money very much or doing anything, and the best way to build it up is just to work really hard in a quick burst and get as much done as possible in service of this goal. So I figured I needed to not only put out some great videos, but do some kind of big stunt that would, that would attract attention and also try to bring my channel back to YouTube's algorithm because, my shit does not seem to really get promoted anymore at all on YouTube in the way that it used to. So, yeah, I'm just kind of trying to, make as many videos as fucking possible, hoping that some of them might be breakout hits. And in the meantime, that's it. There's nothing else in the meantime. Now, granted, I have also been working on other projects that don't necessarily relate to this month of videos or might not see the light of day. I mean, I've still been on Procrastinator's podcast all the time. I've got some extra podcasts that I've recorded that I haven't been able to release yet, like the next Ghibli cast. We've been doing the live streams for I Am Games, the upcoming channel that me and Tom Oliver are going to do, which is going to be a hardcore games analysis channel because, if we found a paradigm that would make sense for me to do games analysis, so we're going to try it. And we also got sick t-shirts that are hilarious and everybody loves them. So there's all that going on. I'm also working on a new light novel. It will not be like the last one I did. It's not a comedy. It's a sci-fi story. So that will be entertaining, hopefully. I'm working on... What the fuck else is going on? I've made some songs and shit. I even made a song for my light novel the other day. So, yeah, all I've done is work, basically. There's nothing to talk about otherwise. I wouldn't even be able to do a 2 weeks review because there's nothing to review. I suppose I could review the one day off I took on my birthday to go to Boston, and maybe I could talk about the Teen Titans Go movie because we saw that. But that's about it. So yeah, there's just not much going on. Moreover, aside from the bonus content that's missing, just all kinds of shit's in disarray. When I set up the Patreon the way it is now, I think there was sort of an impression that how they marketed was going to be a once-a-month series, and that if you were paying on that patron tier, you'd be able to, have ads in each video. And now that that's already been delayed as far as it has, obviously some people have been paying for multiple months and haven't gotten a single ad yet. How they marketed should be out by the end of this month, episode 1 I mean, but episode 2 won't even be conceivably doable in the near future after that, because basically the whole conceit of how they marketed and how I was planning to do it, which I'll explain in more detail once episode 1 is out. It'll be easier to talk about once people have a better idea of what even the fuck it is. I've seen people talking about the series as if they know what it is. Like people saying oh, when are we gonna get Digi's high effort whatever shit how they market it. I'm you guys don't even know how they market it is yet. What are you fucking talking about? But the way that it was set up to be done just isn't feasible at present to do anything past episode 1. So, like, I still want to continue it, but it just won't be immediate. So, I might have to change those patron tiers. Then there's also the fucking commentaries, which just keep getting taken down repeatedly. Like, a bunch of them had been taken down. I replaced them. I replaced, like, all the ones up through a certain point. And then the ones after that point are on an external hard drive that has not worked for me since moving into this house. I didn't want to give up on it because I didn't know what was wrong with it, and that's why I didn't, like, talk about this. But I don't think I'm going to be able to save these. Hopefully someone has them downloaded. If any of you have downloaded, like, my commentaries, let me know. We'll find a way to send them to me. I might try to upload them on BitChute, because, like, the ones I replaced all just got taken down again. So, like, Google Drive is totally unreliable for this purpose. And I just haven't had time to look into alternatives. Like, I haven't had time to find out what videos of mine are down and where. I don't have time to make any more commentaries, to release any more commentaries. Literally, all I have done is what you have seen come out. That is what 100% of my time has been dedicated to, aside from the other things I just mentioned that, you know, that I've worked on that will also come out. But, like, it's just been like a chaotic maelstrom of work, basically, all month. And this was all just leading out of, like, again, last month, there was just so much chaos going on that there wasn't really time to work. Now all there is time to do is work. And, yeah, I think things will straighten out again after this month is over. Once I'm not making a video every day, it'll be a lot easier to, you know, take my time and produce the kind of things that I want to. But, yeah, I guess that's it. I just wanted to explain why the commentaries weren't there, why the 2 weeks review hadn't come out, and what's wrong with how they marketed. It's just like, it's just so much shit. I mean, I am a one-man show. I hired Devu to do editing for me, and he only can make, like, you know, the way he goes about his editing, which is to make it really, you know, fancy and to, like, go all out. That kind of video can only really come out once a month, because it's just, that's the amount of effort it takes to make a video of that style. Obviously, the videos I make don't take as much effort, but in order for them to, you know, get enough views to sustain me or to entice new patrons, I have to make a shit ton of them. Like, I'm just not going to be satisfied with the amount I'm making on Patreon until it's much higher. So, like, this grind, it just has to happen. It can't stop until I have reached the amount that I'm going to be comfortable with. And, I mean, you can see right on the Patreon page, it said, like, if I have less than 4,000 a month, I'm going to be uncomfortable. And so that's where we're at right now, is building back up there, and then going even farther from that point forward. And a big part of why I changed my Patreon and why I'm trying to get more patrons as opposed to higher paying patrons is that patrons are ultimately unreliable, because everybody wants something specific from me, and if you're not getting it, you might fuck off. And, like, it doesn't matter if I'm working just as hard as I ever am. People want the products they want. So, you know, I can't rely on individual patrons to always stick around if I'm going to, you know, alter the way that my content looks or feels because of just the natural state of mind that I'm in at whatever moment I happen to be at, you know, whatever happens to be going on with me. What I think is good, what I want to make, is going to evolve all the time. And right now I'm trying to move in a direction that is the representative of what the most people seem to want from me, and it seems to be working. So that's the direction we're heading in for the foreseeable future, and hopefully you guys will like it. But you know, I'd like to get to a point where I don't have to make a video every day. And I've gotten so much faster at making the big videos, like, over the course of doing this. Like, I've been just getting insanely fast with editing. So, you know, I think I will have more ability to chomp through the kind of projects that people really want from me at a more frequent basis in the future, without it having to be all I do with my life, so that I can work on other things and bonus content and stuff that is more fulfilling for me personally as an artist, and also have any personal time to do literally anything other than make videos, which I currently don't have. So, yeah, there you go. There's your update. Hope you enjoyed. Bye.